What happened?
What
Oops.
indeed. What was that?
What? Technical difficulties. I don't know. Hey, it's OmniDog and Riley. Long time no talk to, buddy.
I know I've been so busy that I wasn't able to do more than the one show per week, but here we are. Here we
It's
are
good.
again on our own.
It's good to have you back, man. What? This looks like a new background for you. Usually, let's see, your background was like your bedroom, but now we've got like a real shelves and stuff background.
Yeah, I've been moving stuff around and I don't have the office in the room anymore. So,
Oh,
because
oh,
before I had my background was like my bedroom because uh my office was in the bedroom, but now I don't really have an office. I have like a floating, but we didn't want the office still in the bedroom, so there's more room for like decoration and whatnot.
and your Lego setup, is that in a separate room or is in that room with you?
That's in another room. That's actually in an extra closet that we have. So
It's got its own room.
yes, it is a small room, but it is its own room.
That is pretty boss that you have a Lego room.
It is a bit boss.
It
I have to
is.
say so myself.
Yeah, almost as boss as getting your graphic novels, your collected graphic editions, your collected editions from instocktrades.com, where you can get your selected collected editions 30% up to maybe 50-60% off. These are the last days of August for a certain William Lee, waiting for Superman Silver Age to go on sale in the red tag sale. August 28th, 29, 30, 31, 30 days, half September, April, June. Okay, so you have 3 days after this left, William. I don't know. Sounds like the burger might be going to the dog. Don't forget your extra 2% loyalty discount there, William, when you're ordering it in stocktrades.com. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States. Every month we give away a $50 gift card courtesy of instocktrades.com, which is awesome. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's instocktrades.com. Woo. James is asking, what day is this? This sounds like a trick
Special
question.
day. It is a very special one, is what it is.
This sounds like a trick question. It must be more than just a Wednesday. August 28th. Is it someone's birthday or National Milkshake Day or National Pizza Day or something? Kane has the right answer. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dudes.
And there's our friend from the Great White North, True Graphic. How are you doing? Wait, Geico reference.
Geico.
What? Where? Okay, now I'm really lost. That was a Geico reference. Xcammer, welcome. James with the ice cream, because I put that. It's always possible we'll have an ice cream discussion. It could break out at any moment. And Aria, of course, first as usual. Hump Day. Oh, National Power Rangers Day. True Graphics having, okay, good. Here's a good topic. Some Popeyes popcorn shrimp right now. So True Graphic, a fan of Popeyes, I still have not had their spicy chicken sandwich. And I'm like the last person in the world that hasn't had it, apparently.
Popeyes, have you had Jollibee's spicy chicken sandwich though?
I am wondering if there's that's a Korean place, right?
It's Filipino.
Filipino. I apologize.
No, no worries. You were getting into the right area.
It's one of the greater Asian, but I
And
know that we.
Korean fried chicken is a really big thing. So I can't blame you for being confused.
Let's see if there's a Jollibee's in my area. Hey Siri, is there a Jollibee's in this area? Oh, there is. Thank you.
So that's our food discussion for the night is going to be about Jollibee. James, I'm going to type something. I just need a piece of info from you real quick.
No, I have not forgotten. It is Saturday. I need to update my schedule, James. That's what I haven't done. Tomorrow, Thursday at 3 p.m., I'm on very fine condition for Marvel previews. Friday, I'm doing the recorded collected edition show. And then I have a double header on Saturday, 1 p.m. Crime Corner with Bunka. And then 5 p.m. is the live collected edition show. And there's James's Twitter. Jollibee in my NFL dude, welcome. Jollibee in my area stopped serving Halo and boba slushies during COVID. I'm going to need Riley to tell me exactly what we're talking about now. What's Halo? I know what boba tea is, but what are boba slushies?
Hold on 1 second. I don't think that the ones I've been to have had boba slushies, but is it Halo or is it Halo Halo? That's a question for any of the Filipino or part Filipino people in the chat right now.
Up here is the third of the original OmniBros.
Hey,
I'm here.
geez.
I'm here. We can start the show.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Let's talk about how much we hate Omar. Oh wait, we're live. Oh,
go ahead. What? Who hate who now?
Nobody. Welcome to the show, everybody.
What's or not what's? I don't know what I'm saying. Lou, hello.
Hey Lou. Hey Lou. Hey Lou.
Have you had Jollibee before?
No. What is it? Why does that name sound familiar?
It is a Filipino fast food chain. Okay, so NFL Dude has confirmed it is Halo. I thought that it's not Halo. And then Mr. Awesome confirming that Halo is marshmallows and fruit, coconut. It's like a dessert that they have. Okay, yeah, Halo. That's how I thought it was because I'd heard it pronounced, and I have some Filipino friends, Filipino friends that I've taught. Anyway, Filipino fast food chain. They are most known for their chicken joy, I believe is what they call it. It's fried chicken. They have the normal and the spicy versions. They also have chicken strips, and they do chicken sandwiches, spicy and normal. And then they also do have yum burgers, and they have there's like yum burgers, and then there's the Aloha burger, which of course means that it has pineapple on it. Very good. The burgers are a little bit different in flavor than you would get from most like American burger joints. They also, of course, are very well known for the I forget what they call it on the menu, but they're spaghetti. Is it Spaghetti Joy? Probably.
Oh, okay. Now I know what place you're talking about with the spaghetti.
Like a sweet tomato sauce and like slices of sausage or like hot dog, and then a cheddar cheese sprinkled on top rather than using like parm or mozzarella. So it's very different than what you'd normally get. They also have other dishes and stuff, but those are a lot of the primary ones. And I always have to get a mango pie or a mango peach pie.
Ooh, like that sounds good.
Fried pie, like think how I believe the McDonald's ones used to be. Now they have like the lattice on top, but it's just a fried pie.
Excellent. They have the what? They have the what on top?
Lattice. There's like the dough crosses on top of the McDonald's pies now, and they don't fry it like they used to. I think they're baked now, but the
Yes.
Jolly
Wait, why is Lou laughing? That sounds right to me.
Lattice?
Isn't it lattice?
Am
Isn't it
have I been
lattice?
saying it wrong the whole my whole life? It's lettuce, right?
not lettuce, the vegetable, a lattice like on a
Like the cross-top on a cross-top pie?
Oh my god, I thought we were about to have a Len Wein moment with Riley. Sorry. I apologize. I'm like, wait.
It's a different thing. No, you're saying lettuce, right? He's talking about a
Okay.
different thing.
Well, then you made me start questioning my whole life. It's like, have I been saying lettuce wrong my
Have
whole
I
life?
been saying lettuce instead of a salad made with lattice?
Oh
no,
my god, I thought I
I'm
had
sorry.
Sorry, I thought I had a Len Wein moment for a second. Like, oh.
I actually had to explain the
Uh-huh.
Raw Shark and Lane Wayne to a couple people this weekend at Anime NYC. It was pretty funny. But now, so neither of you guys have had Jollibee. It's great. Jess knows now that he has one nearby. Lou, if you have one nearby, you should also go.
Okay.
And then the next time we're all together, we can talk about Jollibee.
I'm down. I gotta figure out where one is.
Yeah, I found one, but I bet there's one closer. The reason I forget. Oh, True Graphic was having popcorn shrimp from Popeyes, and I said I had not tried their spicy chicken sandwich that people were shooting each other for 3 years ago, and I said I must be the only person in the world, but no, I have a partner in True Graphic. She hasn't had it either. Okay, let's get back to this. I was just making a joke about Riley being on Wednesday show. Oh, okay. Hump day. Okay.
So
now you're caught up, Lou.
No, it's cool. For me, the closest Jollibee is in Pembroke Lakes Mall, which is in Pembroke Pines. Baby, how far are we from Pembroke Pines? We're pretty far.
You're gonna have to make a point to go out there, basically.
What is that, like an hour out? Not that far. I can make the trip out there.
I'm not the biggest fan of like shrimp, but and those in the chat who know can tell me how wrong I am, but they have another spaghetti dish or noodle dish, is the Palabok Fiesta. Palabok? I don't know if I'm pronouncing. I'm very sorry. Which is, it's noodles with garlic sauce, sauteed pork, shrimp, and egg. So that's another thing that they have. And you can get like big family packs of all these things as well. The chicken sandwich, though, is what I started talking about this for, because I had Jollibee for the first time in a long time the other day, and I got their spicy chicken sandwich with spaghetti and pineapple.
Oh my god.
A bucket.
And it was very good chicken sandwich. I personally, of all the fast food chicken sandwiches, Jollibee is my favorite.
Oh,
okay, this is a very interesting question. Okay, so where do you rank the chain? We're talking about chains because local places, they have their own fire stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
A chain chicken sandwich, there's obviously the Chick-fil-A, there's the Zaxby's, there's stuff like that. There's the KFC. For me, granted, my experience is very limited, and I've told Jess this. I love a good Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Love it. I usually go with the spicy, the chicken sandwich there. But I recognize I could do a more badass chicken sandwich at home. For the chain chicken sandwich, where would you guys go? If the number one spot you guys go to?
I think the easiest one nearby me has to be Chick-fil-A, because there's so many locations out here. Right. I can throw a stone and I'll hit 3.
You live in Texas.
Yeah, so that's going to be, and like I said, I think that the Jollibee chicken sandwich is the best quality, but there's not as many of them, so I don't get it so often. And beyond that, like anything else is just, it is what it is. Like I don't usually, the only time I get chicken sandwiches from Whataburger, which also I can hit one anytime I throw a stone, is I either get the not the honey butter chicken biscuit, the
Ooh, that's good.
honey barbecue chicken sandwich, or when they have it, because it's a limited thing, the buffalo ranch chicken sandwich. That one's really good.
At Whataburger?
Yeah.
My experience, I have a Popeyes that's literally 5 minutes away, and I don't think I've been there in 20 years.
Wow.
I know right where Chick-fil-A is, though. I know where 2 Chick-fil-A's are. And I am, of course, in the middle of losing weight, but I'm allowed, to go off the rails every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And it is time for fresh peach milkshakes at Chick-fil-A. Oh, they're so good. They get caught in your straw and you can't suck it up because there's a big thing of peach in there. I like my Chick-fil-A sandwich with extra pickles. And then
There we go.
I think, I love their pickles. I can't even remember the last time I had a McDonald's chicken sandwich. I don't even remember I was at McDonald's about a month ago because I wanted to try the Kit Kat strawberry shortcake McFlurry or whatever it was.
Okay.
So I tried that and it was okay.
Okay.
But I guess I should really perhaps I need to make a scientific experiment of this. Go to Jollibee's and go to Chick-fil-A and Popeyes and get the spicy chicken sandwiches at all 3.
I'm gonna kind of cheat on this one because I'm gonna go with Publix.
I almost sent you an article about Publix sandwiches. And it was all about their hoagies or whatever, their sandwiches. I should send it to you. I still have it.
I'm gonna throw a wrench in this. What about Wawa?
Ooh.
Because for me, I mean, I'm a Florida kid, right? I've spent most of my life in Florida, and for a lot of us down here, nothing beats a Publix chicken tender sub with buffalo sauce on it and ranch.
Kane's adding convenience stores, Wawa all the way. Oh, it's more than a convenience store.
I was going to argue that. We've had this discussion before on this very show. Wawa technically is not a convenience store. It's a gas station. But no. There is a logic to my madness.
Okay.
There is a bit of logic to my madness. When I think of a convenience store, I think of you can get fresh produce, you can get uncooked chicken, bacon, things like that,
Well, you have convenience stores that have fresh produce?
Yes.
I think y'all's stuff is just beyond then, because anything out here, like we don't have anything like that. Like that's just a full-on grocery.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm thinking about a 7-Eleven as a convenience store.
No. Hell no. No. I'm talking about like a Publix. So I'm thinking I'm getting convenience store and grocery store mixed up. I think I'm getting the 2 mixed up in my head.
I think so. A convenience store is like 7-Eleven. You're
okay.
The way you're describing it means we've got inconvenience stores because we don't have jack.
That's where I was.
Although down here in Miami, you could walk outside in the middle of the street and you could get people handing you oranges and stuff like that all the time. So that's a convenience store. Thank you, sweetie.
It's a convenience. Somebody just handing you an orange. It's very convenient.
At a red light, At a red light, the Mexican person or the Cuban person that's trying to sell oranges and stuff like that is a convenience store.
Avocados, water.
And you could probably get some other illegal stuff from that same person too, if you know to ask the right questions.
Oh. Okay, I'll be visiting you sooner than I thought.
Sounds good. Okay, so back to the original thing. I think the chicken sandwiches for me is a Publix sub is the best one. But now I'm starting to get confused of there's a clear delineation between convenience store and grocery store. Now, I thought they were all lumped in one. I'm like, I'm going to the convenience store, which would be I would go to the Publix or I'd go to a Walmart.
Oh yeah, no, that's a grocery store.
Okay, so there's a delineation there. Okay.
Yeah, I think Wawa, besides being I think it's a convenience store that sells gas.
Okay.
That's also a food destination. Wawa can be, because I make with the now their pizza's not good, I've heard, and so I won't try it. But
Mm,
the way you can create your sandwich and milkshake at a
mm,
Wawa's and a Sheetz. There's a
mhm.
battle going on here and around the Mid-Atlantic. Sheetz, I forget if it originated in Philly or if it was Wawa, but either way,
Yeah.
they both have upped their game to like fresh bread and boar's head meat and
Ooh.
yeah, I would go to Wawa and just go, oh yeah, I need half a gallon of gas and all the sandwiches and milkshakes I can fit in my cart.
But have you guys upped your game on barbecue? And you know the reason why I'm asking you this, Jess? That photo that I sent you a few months ago,
Not
like a
that
year ago.
Virginia barbecue one.
That Virginia barbecue, you remember
That
that?
was like last year.
That was last year, where the mayor had to issue a statement saying that is not our barbecue.
It might have been the governor, actually. Yeah, that was slander and libel both. Yeah, that I know Riley definitely knows his barbecue because he took me to a couple of rockin' places when I visited him in Austin. So he definitely knows barbecue, but Virginia barbecue's way better than that beige photo that was on Twitter or wherever it was.
Where was it? I'm gonna see if I can find the photo. Oh wow, that popped right up. Virginia barbecue meme.
Oh, you could put it in the private chat and I can show it.
I'll send you the link. How about that?
Yeah, in the private chat, why don't you put it? That way I can put it up.
Yeah, that was
agrees,
disappointing.
Wawa is life.
Let me see. Where is it?
Yeah, Safeway has their own fried chicken at their deli, like Vons and Albertsons, but I don't know if I can go to, for the purposes of science, if I'm going to Jollibee and Popeyes, I don't think I'm going to throw Safeway fried chicken in there. I think I want a specialist like Jollibee, and I want the what was the gravy again? It was Palabok Fiesta and Jolly Spaghetti.
Yeah, both of those are noodle dishes. They also, so there's the chicken sandwich, and then there's the spicy chicken sandwich, and then there's like a deluxe one or something. There's like a bacon and cheese chicken sandwich. There's all kinds of options. And if you happen to just get the chicken joy, just the fried chicken, you have to get some gravy on the side. That's how you got to dip it in there. That's how
y'all are making me hungry.
I know. I have not eaten dinner. I haven't eaten since like I had a PB&J for lunch, and that was nothing. I'm starving.
Well, I'm not seeing any burgers on this. I'm just seeing chicken.
It's under Yum Burger.
Oh, this could be because I'm under delivery and pickup. Let me go back to their menu. Meal deals, limited time offers, chicken sandwiches, burger. No, I don't. Oh, receive a peach mango pie free. Maybe I will sign up to your email newsletter.
I sent you the link in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here's a Yum Burger with fries.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
And so it tastes a little different, right? It says, oh, it's got long hop syrup.
You know, what's starting to annoy me now are these little boutique burger places that are starting to charge about $30 for a basic ass cheeseburger that I could do at home. They're calling it gourmet or something like that. Like, get the fuck
out of here. A double patty long hop syrup Yum Burger. Are the fries any good, Riley?
Yeah, they're pretty good fries. They're not like the greatest in the world, but they're good, and dip them in some dip them in some gravy. And you're good.
Oh, and the same thing with food trucks. Food trucks are getting way too crazy with their prices. $15 for 3 tacos is out of their damn mind with some of these places.
That's $5 a taco is too much. That's typical.
Yes, for a small taco, yeah.
I think that's probably what they are around here.
You can get like from a taqueria like $2 tacos, $3 tacos max.
I think. Well, yeah. I just took junior management out to lunch, and we paid $3 a piece for our tacos. They were good.
Were they?
Yeah, she and I went out last week. Reddit. Okay, wait. This is such a lie. I don't know why I'm showing this.
Yeah, this is real.
This is mean spirited. It's not the real thing. This is just baloney.
This is Virginia barbecue, ladies and gentlemen. Drink it and take that all in. The longer I stare at this photo, the more agitated I become.
There is no place in Virginia that is worth a darn that would serve this thing. This everything's beige, including the meat.
The most concerning part, or not, I guess not concerning, but the part that just is bogus to me is the macaroni without cheese.
Isn't that like a side of shredded cheese there?
Yeah,
like
you order mac and cheese from this joint, do they just give you the macaroni and then they give you shredded cheese on the side? It's not even like a sauce that you pour on. Like, how are you supposed to eat that?
I don't know.
If I paid $25 and this is what you serve me, we're gonna have a come to Jesus moment very quickly.
You'd have to pay me $25 to eat this. I'm not. This has to be like a side of the road thing run by maybe a church group that meant well and was in over their head or something.
No.
This is just not real. It's Virginia barbecue's way better than this. Oh my goodness. Why did I put this up? This was a mistake.
Look at that Texas toast.
It's like a piece of Wonder Bread.
Is that thing even toasted? I would
mean, that is how at any barbecue place you go to out here, it's usually like you go through, and when you get all your sides and stuff, they'll have just a bag of bread and they'll pull out a couple slices and slap it on your like the bread is always just plain white usually.
That biscuit.
So they got that part right in this picture then. The white bread.
The best part of that picture is the peppers at the bottom.
That brisket looks terrible. I would be so mad if this is what you serve me.
Yeah, brisket looks like you'd have to like soak it in that, what I'm assuming is tea, just to be able to eat it. It looks so dry. Like my I would like take a bite and turn into SpongeBob when he's like, water!
And there's right here, I don't think you can see there. These are some ribs right here next to the peppers.
What, Riley, you're a Texas boy. What's your go-to barbecue? Do you do the burnt ends? Do you do the brisket, the ribs?
I usually get a decent amount of brisket and then a little bit of sausage with it.
Do you do the fat cap or do you do the other one?
I don't do the fat cap. I usually get lean with the brisket.
Okay.
And it's so juicy out here that like it's fine.
Yeah.
But it like often lives and dies by the sides, and right here like it's dead. I'll bring it back. It's dead.
Okay, just a sec.
I think sides.
So offensive.
Mac and cheese is definitely one, like a great one, but also I usually will get beans, like barbecue beans. And there was one place out in Dallas in DFW that had a really, really, really good broccoli salad. It had no reason to be as good as it was, but it was like the most addictive thing that they had.
Broccoli salad. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kane. I think that these green beans are probably the least offensive thing on this. Even if they came from a can, it looks better than the mac and cheese and everything else on there. What? I don't know this term. Barnacle says boudin balls, or it ain't barbecue.
I don't know what that is.
Boudin balls. That's
boudin?
More of a Cajun thing.
Oh, what are they?
It's a different type of sausage, basically. I don't always remember what's in boudin. I always stumble on that.
Barnacle, what are they?
Boudin is a Cajun dish of seasoned meat and rice stuffed into a pork casing. So it's like sausage,
Ooh.
but it's meat and rice.
Sounds good.
Yes, they are rather good. I don't have a lot of places though. I mean, probably here in Houston, but in DFW and Austin, we didn't get a lot of boudin unless you were going specifically to a Cajun restaurant, not a barbecue place.
Do you live near Salt Lick Barbecue? Have you heard of it?
I believe I am near Salt Lick. Let me see how close I am.
Maybe you're as close as Lou is to Jollibee's.
So we had the barbecue places around here are pretty limited as far as really good solid barbecue, and we went to one about a month or two ago called Apocalypse Barbecue out here. Amazing, fantastic, best barbecue I've had in a long time. Oh my god, dude, fantastic.
I used to be close to Salt Lick when I lived in. I forgot that Salt Lick is not outside of Houston; it's outside of Austin.
Oh,
for those of you out here, if you're ever in the Miami area, go to Apocalypse Barbecue. You got to get there early though, because it's one of those places that it's kind of like what's that really popular one in Texas that everybody goes and rags on about?
Arthur Bryant's?
No, what's his name? Riley, help me out here. What's his name? The really popular one. What's his name, Riley? Help me out here.
Popular what? Sorry, I was
barbecue. No, it's okay.
In Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Did you say Kansas City?
No, what's the really popular barbecue spot in Texas that everybody talks about? That President Obama was there at one point and everything.
The one in Austin, it's not. I took
Franklin's.
Franklin's.
It's like that. It's one of those Franklin's around here where you got to get there super early, because if you don't, they're gonna run out of food and you're out of luck. So, but it's totally worth it.
Did you take me to Franklin's?
No, I took you to Black's. Franklin, though, like anyone who actually lived in Austin never went to Franklin because, it's mostly just tourists, people coming from outside of the city. The people, who lived in Austin would all tell you to go to like places outside in like, an hour outside the city. Yeah. But Black's, and I think I've explained this before, Black's is like a family, and there's like Black's and Terry Black's, and then there's another Black's that was like outside of Austin that was like the original Black's, and I've been to that one as well as the one that I took you to. But my favorite barbecue joint was in DFW, in specifically, I believe it was in either Frisco or Plano, and it was Hutchins Barbecue. I think there's a couple locations, and Hutchins is the one that has the really good broccoli salad. They also have Texas Twinkies, which are jalapenos stuffed with brisket and cream cheese wrapped with bacon and then slathered with a sauce.
Oh, I would eat that right now, even though I'm full from dinner. That sounds amazing. Texas Twinkie.
It was so good. That place was so freaking good. And like, also, they had like free dessert there for you. Like after you finish your meal, you just have, there was like a big trough of banana pudding and a trough of peach cobbler. And then you could get some soft serve ice cream as well.
Wow. Let's see. Best barbecue sandwich is a pork shoulder sandwich. Only see them in Kansas City, Missouri. Florida friend took me to Sonny's Barbecue. Kind of a chain, but solid.
Sonny's is okay. Sonny's, it's a local chain around here. It's not bad, but it's not great. You can do much better. If you're in the Orlando area, you want to do Four Rivers. Four Rivers Barbecue is typically pretty good. They have a bread, no, it's more like a banana bread pudding that's made out of Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh, whoa.
Yes. And it is as good as you imagine it is.
Describe this thing again. Banana bread pudding made out of Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yes, and it is like manna from heaven dropped down on your plate. The birds were singing, the trumpets were out. You know, it was gorgeous. It's as gorgeous as you imagine it to be.
This is in Orlando.
This is a local chain spot in Orlando. It's called Four Rivers.
Wow.
And it's really good. It's a good place. But right down here in Miami, it typically in Miami, Apocalypse Barbecue is typically known as probably the best barbecue spot you can go to. And I was skeptical at first. I'm like, oh yeah, how many times have I heard this shit? No, it is not. It's pricey, but it's the shit. It's really worth the price. It's fantastic.
The chain that I would say is solid would actually be Buc-ee's. Like for a gas station ultra convenience store, I don't know how else to describe it. They serve pretty decent barbecue sandwiches, and they're just always putting it out. Like, and they've got turkey, ham, pork, beef, chicken, like all the different meats. You can get barbecue sandwiches, just get some meat. Buc-ee's is solid. Like, I don't know how, like, whoever made Buc-ee's had to have made a deal with the devil, because I don't think man alone would think to make something that great.
Buc-ee's is the really big place, right? I think
huge gas station, typically really huge gas stations. There are a couple locations that are pretty small, but typically a giant gas station and the convenience store inside has like everything you could want. And then they also sell like random merchandise based on the Bucky Beaver and random other stuff. Like there was one time I went to one and we found a cowskin rug.
Ooh.
At a gas station convenience store.
So I think they have like 20 different kinds of beef jerky or something too, right?
Yeah, they often have, like, if not a wall of beef jerky, they have an aisle of it. There's usually like an aisle of pickled goods, a pretty decent candy selection, a lot of drinks, a little bit of everything that you would want, really.
Yeah. I remember stopping there on my way to my friend's wedding, I think after I had seen you. And I stopped there just to experience it, but I didn't know enough to try any of the food because I was too afraid. But now I realize it was a missed opportunity. Can I take this abomination off the screen yet, or are we done making fun of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of making a deal with the devil, Jess, I have a movie recommendation for you that you could add to your list.
A root beer recommendation?
A movie recommendation.
Oh, movie.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I know I'm supposed to watch Late Night with the Devil.
Yes, you are, because Late Night with the Devil is awesome. And I'm not sure. I think, Riley, you might have seen this one too. I saw last week Long Legs.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that, Riley?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious what you think of it, because I finished it and I went, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this. And then I watched it again the very next day and I was like, I really fucking love this movie.
I came out, and after watching it at first, I was more favorable towards it, and then kind of grew.
It sticks with you. It sticks with you.
The biggest problem though that I had with it, like in retrospect, was it seemed like everything in that movie I could have gotten from just rewatching Silence of the Lambs.
Fair.
And with like a little bit of Satan added in. But like it did a lot of stuff that I liked. It did some stuff that I didn't like.
It had dogs barking in it.
Dogs barking in it. Just to give you the basic pitch of what it is. So, Riley's back. I don't want to ruin it for Jess. I'm going to give him the basic pitch, and you could help me out here.
Yeah.
And then you could get back to kind of what you were saying. So Longlegs centers around this woman who she's investigating a series of murders where the father of the family is the one that kills every single member in their family and ends up taking their own life. What's left behind are these ciphers and with a murderer called Longlegs. And there is, it's really hard to talk about this movie without ruining almost anything about it. There is a hint of Satanism to it. And I don't know if you caught the stuff in the background as you're watching it, Riley. Okay, because it's blinking, you miss it moments. And I caught it more the second time that I saw it. It's basically when you take Sinister and Silence of the Lamb and you put them in a blender, you kind of get something like this.
What is Sinister, the one that I like so much with the guy that the writer that moves into the murder house?
Yeah, it's something similar to that. And you take Silence of the Lambs with it. So she's investigating the series of murders, and she slowly starts to find out how those murders are tied into her own life. Nicolas Cage plays Longlegs, which is the main antagonist in it, and I love Nicolas Cage because you get actor Nicolas Cage sometimes, and then you get batshit fucking crazy Nicolas Cage, and sometimes you get kind of a crazy medium in between there, and it swings back and forth, and this is one of those for me.
I'm intrigued. My I have a co-host, Jessica. I do a Superman show with her once a month, and it turns out she's a horror aficionado too.
Mm-hmm.
And she just saw Longlegs and recommended it to me, and she wants me to see it so we can have a discussion in October about it.
You can watch it on streaming right now. That's how I watched it.
Okay.
It's hard streaming?
$20. It's one of those where you pay $20 and you get to watch it while it's in theater. But sorry to cut you off, Riley. Right. How did you, so you enjoyed it?
I felt like I enjoyed it when I was watching it, but afterwards, when I lingered too much on it, I stopped enjoying it as much. And now I'm like, some of the logic falls in on itself, and like some of the things that happen just don't. I don't know. I again can't really like. I don't want to talk too much and ruin it, but there's like certain things that are in the movie and things that they like talk about in the movie. They don't really make sense when you think beyond like certain pieces of it. I don't know it, and I think that it's a very well put together film, but I also just think that like it could have used a little bit of tightening. I
agree,
and been better. But I do respect like that a lot of people really love it. I'm not going to sit there and be like, this movie's ass, and if you like it, you're dumb. But
there was one thing in particular that stuck out to me, and I wonder if it stuck out to you as well. There is a child's birthday where I thought, this is kind of fucking big. You guys should probably be paying attention to this. And they brush it off until the very end of the movie, and I go, no, this is really fucking huge. Anybody with logic would probably go, we should probably hide this child and take care of this family.
Or like make sure that there are people watching during this.
Right. And it was just
kind of, that's one of the things. It's like, what are you doing? But the fun thing with Nicolas Cage's character, I think that the director said that, or someone asked about it, and the director confirmed that he's basically like supposed to be a failed hair metal band guy from the 80s that had too much bad plastic surgery. And it just like comes off that, but he just looks so horrifying in his appearance and stuff. But it was fun. It was a fun movie, and I'll probably like watch it again to like see how I feel. But I watched something interesting actually last night. There we had a I don't want to say short film because it was like an hour long, but an hour long movie on YouTube called Milk and Cereal, but cereal spelled Serial.
Okay.
And it is a found footage, hour long little film that's done by some guys that I believe the guys are part of like an online comedy troupe. And they have this like found footage thing about a serial killer.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything more than that. The main characters are playing guys who do like pranks. Like they have a prank channel on YouTube, and they're like pulling pranks on each other. But it goes a lot further than all of that. It's really intriguing, really solid, and it's all just on YouTube to be watched.
Okay.
I'll write that down too.
Yeah, James shared the link and everything. So,
have you gotten a chance to see Host yet, Jess? The Host?
I still have to see Dr. Sleep, so I haven't watched any. I know. There's another movie I haven't seen, and I don't want to say anything because I don't want anybody to ruin it for me. But that's the first thing I have to see, and then I'm going to see Dr. Sleep, and then I feel like then I'll start getting in a groove and start watching a bunch more.
Okay.
But I do need to see Dr. Sleep, and I don't remember you're telling me about the Host.
Okay, so I think you'll dig the hell out of Longlegs because knowing your taste and knowing what you like, and you like a little bit of Satanism sprinkled into your books, just a tiny bit, just a splash of Satan thrown in there. I think you'll enjoy Longlegs. The Host is basically it's a Zoom call. And they are doing a seance throughout the whole Zoom call. The movie's like an hour and 10 minutes, an hour, 5 minutes, something like that. But it uses that hour and 5 to hour and 10 minutes really fucking well. And it is a really good horror film for an hour and 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, it moves. It's so good. It's very, very good.
If Jess likes the Satans, of course, late Night with the Devil, obviously, but also this year we got the new Exorcist movie, or not Exorcist, sorry, not Exorcist, the new
Omen.
Omen.
My God!
I just read something really good about that.
Have you seen it? Right, the hand scene where it's kind of the
So we got the Omen, but then we also got Immaculate, which is basically just the Omen but with Sydney Sweeney.
I need to see that. I need to see that's on Hulu. I haven't seen it yet.
If you want to see Sydney Sweeney, then there you
Yeah, oh yeah.
What were the other good ones this year? Abigail, the vampire girl one, that was a lot of fun.
That was fun. Yeah. Dan Stevens is quickly becoming one of my favorite actors, man. That dude is kicking ass.
Dan Stevens?
Dan Stevens.
Yeah, I really like him.
Yeah.
I missed it. I haven't seen it yet, but apparently Oddity is really good.
It's on my to watch list for this weekend.
And is that one streaming already?
You could rent it for about $6 right now.
Huh. I might do that because I missed it. But apparently that one's really good. And then the other, the one with Channing Tatum that just came out is apparently really good.
Oh, I don't know that one. Cuckoo, I heard, isn't bad either.
I will tell you what's bad is both Shyamalan movies, the one from him and his daughter, both of them.
Oh, I wanted to see Trap. I wanted to see that one.
Someone online said, "Why does everyone in Trap talk like they're NPCs in a video game?" And it's so true.
What I really like, not necessarily. Well, I do admit I like. I love the occult, but I love the unseen. I like unseen demonic entities. Like the pinnacle for me was Paranormal Activity. You never really saw anything, but you felt. But all the evidence pointed to things, and that's what really scared me. Was all the clues that you saw that something was going on that these guys were ignoring or encouraging, and that's what I really like is unseen supernatural stuff. That's what really scares me. Yeah, especially Ouija boards. Those have always scared me.
Hey, we're finally getting, what was it? That one that I've been wanting to watch for a while. Oh, what's it called? That it was pulled from streaming. I'm having a brain fart right now.
Pulled from streaming.
Hold on.
That's right. Dan Stevens in the first couple of seasons of Downton Abbey. That's where I first saw him.
Hold on, I'm looking for it. Hush. We're finally getting Hush.
Oh, yeah.
That one's good. That one's good.
Yeah, it's out on VOD right now. They finally got the rights back and all that cleared up, and we're getting a 4K disc of it later this year. So I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to
I'm
it.
gonna have to pick up that physical because that was a good one.
He's in Downton Abbey.
He's in the first 2 seasons and he's awesome. He may be in the first 3 seasons if I remember right.
I
He's
forget. Jess is a
awesome
Downtoner.
in it.
I forget. Jess is a Downtoner.
I am. I think there's a new movie coming out too, and we are excited here at OmniDog's Vault. All of the occupants of OmniDog's Vault are excited about it.
You look down at us common folks that haven't seen Downton Abbey and go, pish posh.
I feel you're just kind of missing the experience that could enrich your lives so much. I feel kind of sorry for you. More like I just know that you would get a kick out of Dan Stevens in particular. He's in some other horror movie where what the heck is the name of it? It's like he is on maybe it's called The Island. I can't remember. He's there's a cult going on some island and he's like held hostage there or something. It's routinely on like the top 50 best horror movies recently. Yeah, he was great in Legion.
That was fantastic in Legion.
I can't think of what. I'll try and figure out what the Dan Stevens movie is that has him like on some island and there's a cult there and some kind of horror happens. So
let's see. Have I ever seen The Witch? Give me a second.
Anya Taylor-Joy's in The Witch?
Yes.
Yeah, when she was much younger.
Oh, good heavens. Great unseen demonic movie. Thank you, Nixie. Anya Taylor-Joy and Unseen Demons. Yeah, that just went to the top of the list. The Vivitch, yeah.
The Vivitch.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
There's a speaking of the Vivitch, there's a lighthouse Lego, and we want to get that because like I have a Robert Pattinson minifigure, and I need to get a minifigure of Willem Dafoe as well.
Oh,
and we can, have the lighthouse.
I haven't seen that either. Is that actually scary? Or I've
Well,
heard.
I mean, it's I wouldn't say horror, but it's like a psychological type of
Oh, okay.
brainy waney movie. But like, it's not like smart or anything like that. But it's just kind of psychologically picks at your mind a little. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't know how I want to describe it, but that's the best I can say.
True Graphic. No, I just haven't seen any movies recently. I've been reading so many books. I have to see Furiosa now that it's on not pay-per-view, streaming, also known as pay-per-view, pay-per-month. Good morning, Joey. Good morning. Where are you, Joey? But it's morning. You must be down under.
Had to break out my glasses for this one. So, have I seen The Witch? I love this movie. I absolutely love The Witch. It's fantastic. I imported this movie because this is the only way to get the director approved coloring of it. Because the original 4K release of it, he fucking hated the coloring on it and how they mastered the disc. And he teamed up with Second Sight. And this is the definitive version of The Witch. I love this movie.
Well, now that it's got Unseen Demons and Anya Taylor-Joy, it jumps up on top of Doctor Sleep for me to see immediately.
Oh, The Witch? You're gonna love The Witch, man.
Oh yeah, no,
it's good. Witch is good.
Oh, Joey's in Australia. Okay, good day, mate. Nice to have you here. I don't think I picked up that you were in Australia, Joey. And yeah, True Graphic, I gotta see Furiosa. There's too many good movies. There's like a trilogy, And I wondered what your opinion on was. It was the first one Smile?
What was that?
A trilogy of
Well, I think there's 3 movies starring this actress, maybe, or maybe this. Am I thinking right? Have you seen a movie called Smile?
Yeah, I love it. It's fun.
And does it have? It's a horror movie, right?
Yes.
the sequel is coming out soon.
Yes.
Oh,
is.
Okay. It hasn't already come out yet.
Yes. Comes out this year, doesn't it? In a few months.
Yeah, it'll be out pretty soon.
Okay, I must have been thinking of something else. I thought there were 3 of them. There was okay. Now I had it mixed up with something else, but I heard Smile was good too. This is awesome that we're talking about
James,
fried chicken.
Gotten it. Were you thinking about X, Pearl, and Maxine?
That's exactly what I was thinking of, James. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. Thank you, James.
I love X and Pearl. I still haven't seen Maxine yet, but I love the hell out of both of those movies.
Maxine is okay. It's like a lot of people super hated it.
Mhm.
But I went in with such low expectations that I came out like, this was fine.
Oh, it's the X trilogy. Okay, so those are horror movies. Is Maxine a horror movie?
Yes.
It is a cult crime thriller movie.
Okay.
Specific.
And X and Pearl are also horror movies. Do they star Mia Goth or somebody?
Yeah, she's the primary person in each one.
Yeah.
She plays both the protagonist and antagonist in the first one. She plays a young lady and an old lady, and then in the second one, in Pearl, she plays the old lady when she was younger.
I liked Pearl more than I liked X, and I really enjoyed X.
Pearl is really interesting.
Yeah.
Movie.
Pearl, that monologue. So there's this unbroken monologue that Mia Goth gives in Pearl that is fantastic, and you just see her slowly start to crack as she's giving it, and it's wonderful. She's so good in those movies.
Okay, so let me write this down. There's like 15 that you guys have named off already, and
I know. And by the end of the year, I'll have seen most horror movies that have come out this year because that's the thing that we're doing.
I will say, you do not want to watch X in front of the wife.
Okay, I don't. She's not a horror fan, so
No. You don't understand. You need to probably read the premise of what X is before you even put it on when the wife is around.
Okay. I usually watch them downstairs while she's upstairs doing something else.
It's, I mean, a bunch of kids are trying to make a porno movie.
Yeah. It's set in the 1970s, and it's amateur porn stars as they're trying to make a porn movie. And they just happen to stumble across this house, and murder ensues.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And that's okay. And that's what I've seen the trailer for Maxine. So that sounds. I mean, she's also in the adult film industry in that movie, right?
Yes, it's the same character.
Okay. Okay.
She carries over from the plot continues from X into Maxine, and Pearl was like a prequel,
starring the killer of the first movie.
Yeah. And on that note, I've got to get out because it's time for dinner. So thank you. And I'll see some people in our audience here will see me tomorrow night on the manga show with Gio, where I believe we're going to talk about all the September releases.
Oh, nice.
If you'd like to see some stuff about everything that just came out in August, I just recently put out my August buyer's guide for manga releases that all came out in that month. Big thank you to James for helping me with that. James has stepped up and become my kind of my assist on making my videos now, so I can finally get things going and out on time. James is making all the graphics and stuff for those. And
Nice.
yes, Kane is correct. Anime NYC talk as well. I believe, Kane, that you were there, and I completely forgot to reach out to try and let you know where I was going to be, but I was mostly in the same spot the whole time. So anyway, thank you, everyone, and good night. I'll see you guys, and see people tomorrow on the thing.
Good to see you, buddy. Take care.
Adios.
Take care.
Yeah, thumbs up. Well, it was nice to get. Somebody asked us about dew bombs earlier. we haven't had dew bombs, I think, since Riley and I did them, and I almost went to the emergency room.
That was a rough time. That was a very dark day for a lot of people.
Yeah, that was not one of my finer moments. Agreeing to have a dew bomb. I thought, yeah, okay, sure, energy drink, and what was it, like energy drink with the Mountain Dew dropped into it, or a Mountain Dew with energy drink shot of it in it, or something. My heart was racing, man.
Did you live stream? Did you live stream doing that?
Yeah,
you did. Okay, all right. There were several. There have been several moments on this show over the years that we've done it where I'm like, man, that was not a good idea, or man, that was really tense. That got kind of heated. You and Riley doing dew bombs was one of those, man, that was probably not a good idea.
Yeah, Javier's been watching some past live streams, and that's when he saw it. I feel like that was 2018, maybe.
Probably. We've been doing this show for a long time, folks.
Yeah.
The one where Omar was drunk in your house and stumbled on almost everything.
Yeah, that was
probably
that almost ended our friendship.
There have been peace negotiations in the Middle East that were less tense than watching that live stream.
That's the Minister of Comics' favorite Omnibros show, by the way, because of that, how tense it was. He likes to see conflict, like on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He said that was his favorite Omnibros show. Omar and I are 100% fine now, but boy, it was rough for a year there.
That was a touch and go episode where I'm like, is Omar about to pull a shelf down and we're about to get thrown out of Jess's house? We might see that tonight.
Yeah, it's still up. I'm not sure what the title is. He was here.
James would know.
Let me think. It was okay. I'll tell you right about when it was. It was 2019. It's probably around September, October, because he and Melanie were here for Baltimore Con. 2018, he came to Baltimore Con. Perfect guest. He was fine. We had fun. 2019, something happened. And he got way too comfortable, and it got really tense and really not cool. I had to send him to bed after he pulled out a bunch of my vinyl, and all the albums spilled out, and one of my Superman figures got broken. And I was like, okay, dude, you need to go to bed. Oh, here it is. Nicely done. October 17th, 2019. Thank you, James.
Thank you, James. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one I won't go back and revisit because, as I said, our relationship now is completely better than ever.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That was a low point. You could see how a friendship could survive a low point like that.
Oh, goodness.
No, I had to super glue it. It wasn't an expensive figure. It was more the fact that it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. He made a particular comment about the life-size Harley that I almost ended up dreaming about. Yeah, it was yeah. But peace and love now.
It was that long. How long have we been doing this show? 2019?
I think 7 years. Didn't we?
Oh, God.
Has it been? Yeah, 2017, I think, was our. Or wait,
Pandemic. Pandemic is 4 years ago.
and I have no memory of that year or 2021. But I feel like wait, did we start in 2016?
I think it was 16.
We've been okay, yeah, because I've been doing my show 7 years,
Yeah.
and OmniBros has been going on 8 years. Yeah, good question, William Lee. I just can't believe it either. You guys started in
Oh my
2006,
God.
September 2016. I've been watching since December 2016. Yeah, NFL Dude has been around a long time.
NFL dude's almost an OG. Wow, he's really man.
Yeah, I think the only person older is Psycho Cleveland.
I think that might be the case, yeah. Holy shit.
On that note, what are you looking forward to with the remainder of 2024? September is almost here. Are we talking comics, movies, TV?
I mean, just general. We're good with just general.
General? Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm looking forward to September because that means the August heat will be over.
Oh my God, yes.
It was really hot today.
Although I live in Miami, we get a week of cool weather and then it's back to dying in the heat. What's left of 2020? Let me see. What's left of 2024? Oh, not days. What do we have left? I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what books I'm looking for. I know. Let me go to comicreleases.com.
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, you're thinking of, let's see.
Movies and TV shows. You know, I'm actually kind of looking forward to Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I think it has potential to be really good. We'll have to wait and see. But I love the fact that they're going back to practical effects, and that looks like it's going to be really good. It looks like it's going to be fun.
That's the one it's got Jenna Ortega in it, right?
Yeah, and Jenna Ortega is really starting to kind of carve a niche out for herself as a horror icon. You know, she did the Scream franchise. She was an X.
She was.
Yeah, she's an X. She plays a minor role in that movie. She did the Wednesday series. She's doing Beetlejuice. So she's really carving a niche for herself as like the go-to for horror characters now.
I know you got overhyped on Wednesday, but I'm excited for a Wednesday volume season 2.
I need to go back to it.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I just found out the main kind of love interest in that movie got majorly canceled for some not cool shenanigans.
Of which one?
Of Wednesday. There was he was a good actor. He played a really cool role. He was a young guy, but he did some bad stuff, and I don't think he's going to be acting again anytime soon. Which is too bad. But too bad for a number of reasons.
That's so funny.
Let's see. What book am I looking for here? I'm not seeing anything in September that I'm crazy about.
I'm looking forward to Wolverine by Hickman and Capullo. I think that came out.
Oh, yeah.
I think that first issue came out last week. I need to download if it did. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be good. Are you looking forward to that? What's that DC line that they're launching now? Batman Absolute DC. Or whatever it is?
Oh, the Absolute Power?
It's 3 books. It's Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman. The ones that they've announced. Does that come out this year?
Yeah, I think they've already started.
Have they? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait till everything gets collected, but some people don't like the fact that they don't like how the characters are so different. You know, Bruce Wayne doesn't have a fortune. Superman is homeless or something. But
What?
and it's
Huh.
I don't know. It's got A-list writers for all the projects
Yeah.
and artists, but it also runs concurrently with the current titles. So you're going to be able to get Superman in action regularly monthly.
Okay.
It starts later this fall.
All right.
It's called Absolute Power.
Yeah. Of those titles, the one I'm the most interested in was that Wonder Woman book. I can't remember right now off the top of my head who's the writer of it, but I remember really enjoying the art. I know Matteo Scalera and Scott Snyder are doing Batman. I got to tell you, I'm not crazy about the Batman design, but I think that's a big consensus online. But
Yeah, the bat symbol does look kind of odd.
but I'm always willing to give something different a try and be proven wrong. But I don't know. I don't like the design right off the bat of fucking huge ass Batman. You know.
I'm gonna wait to see, but I'm happy that it's existing parallel to the ongoing regular series. So
Mhm.
if you don't like Absolute Power, well, that's fine. Just follow what you normally like in
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah. Fair.
Nick Dragotta is doing Batman. Kelly Thompson is writing Wonder Woman. Jason Aaron is writing Superman.
Right. That's why I wanted to read Wonder Woman because of Kelly Thompson, and the art looked really good too. I love the design. I really do love her redesign in that series.
Yeah, Kelly Thompson. That's going to be great. I just finished her Birds of Prey, and it was really good. Books 1 through 6. The book that I got from Target, the standard hardcover, it was really, really good. I loved it.
That was a miniseries, right?
Sorry, it's an ongoing. Yeah.
Oh, it's an ongoing. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a new team with Black Canary as the head of it each time. Harley Quinn was in the first one.
Yeah.
They get new characters, I guess. Maybe Big Barda will always be part of it. I don't know about some of the other characters. Cassandra Cain was cool in it. And they were all put to good use, and it was all a coherent storyline that was really cool. I loved Birds of Prey.
Okay, cool. Kelly Thompson, man, always. She's one of those writers. She's a Tom Taylor for me, where her name is on a book. I'm gonna at least check it out because
I think you should read Birds of Prey. It's all collected now, 1 through 6, and I really, really enjoyed it. And she has a good feel for all the characters.
She's very talented. She is a very talented writer.
She really is. Beyond Comics agreed Wonder Woman's new design is the best so far. I am working my way through Rebirth. Thank you, OmniDog, for the video of how to navigate it. Oh, good. I'm glad. That was a long time ago that I did that. I'm glad that I did something that can help you. Absolute Wonder Woman looks like she is the daughter of Ares rather than Zeus. Of the three, that is the one I am looking forward to. Oh, and Javier just started getting the physical comics for the first time. I'm looking forward to Harley Quinn and the Gotham City Sirens Compact Edition and Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1 in September.
That's awesome, man. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. Wild Hair, looking forward to the rest of the Valiant Comic Origins line. Just read Exo Man of War, and it was great. If they're all that good, I'm all in. They are all that good.
Is that the reprint of the 2011 stuff?
Yeah.
Stuff? Oh, man. You are in for a huge treat. A lot of that early stuff was really, really good. I have no complaints. I think the Bloodshot stuff was the weakest of it from what I remember. But man, Exo Man of War was fun. The what was the Harbinger? Harbinger was really fun. That was probably my favorite of the series. But man, you're in for a good treat. You're gonna enjoy it.
Valiant Hype Train 2016.
That was fun. Those were good times.
Gotham City Sirens ended today. How many issues was it? Was that just a short series? Was it only like 3 issues?
You know, a lot of people complain about these series ending so quick, but not me. I think you get in, get out, and tell a really solid story in 12 issues, kind of what Tom King's been doing lately and making his bread and butter off of. I think that's great. Human Target is incredible, and it's only 13, 12 issues.
4-issue miniseries. Okay, well, good. That means it'll be collected sooner, and I will get it.
Mm.
I'm glad you thought it was fun, James.
Here's a question for you. Do you think the days of the 60-issue series are long and gone? For the most part. You don't see it anymore. You really don't.
That's a good question. You mean like Kelly Thompson had a long run on Captain Marvel, and Tom King had a long run on Batman. Philip Kennedy Johnson has had a pretty long run on Superman, but or action rather. But it's certainly not gone 60 issues yet. I don't know. That's a good question. I think it depends on sales, maybe. I don't know how they do it, because Kelly Thompson's Black Widow was great and it got cut off at like issue 15 or something.
Yeah, it was a short run, right? It deserved way more.
I do think Ryan North's Fantastic Four has gone on for like a while now. I feel, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, Tom King said he's going 100 issues for Wonder Woman. Okay.
You're kidding. Or are you being serious? Wow, that's a hell of a, I mean, he did it with, they're being serious. Tom King's doing 100 issues of Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I'm curious how it's going to turn out, because I know a lot of people have his Batman run, for a lot of people, including myself. When it was red hot, it was red hot. But when it was cold, it was, I'm really not enjoying this too much. So I'm interested to see how he does with 100 issues of Wonder Woman.
Well, I've loved the first book, so I'm excited for the rest. I've heard great things about Ryan North's Fantastic Four, but I feel like it's gone. I've got like the first 3 trades, which goes through issue 12 or something, or 18. I can't remember. I've got the first 3 trades. And if it's at 24 issues, I'm stopping now, because eventually, if it keeps going, that's going to be an omnibus and I'm going to get stuck with all those trades. Beyond, Tom King can write Wonder Woman as long as he wants. So damn good. I agree. I really dig it. See, I don't know what the metric is for these things.
When was the last time we had a great Wonder Woman run? Was that Azzarello, or was there stuff after?
Rucka did a good rebirth, but it wasn't. It was fairly short compared to what you're talking about.
Was it Azzarello that did the last great Wonder Woman run?
If you're talking about last great for when it went on for a while, then yeah.
Okay.
That was a full omnibus worth.
It was about 40 issues, something like that. 40 plus. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's 2 absolutes or 1 omnibus.
God, I love that book.
Yeah, me too. North is up to the 20s for Fantastic Four. Okay, peace and love. I'm stopping collecting the trades. I am gonna wait now, because that's getting collected in a hardcover. It's apparently great, and I really want to read it.
I've heard great things.
Yeah. As far as long arcs, Deadly Class was the last big independent series. Something the Killing His Children could go on. That's up to 2 big deluxes. Saga is still going on too. Supposedly the first 3 hardcovers is just the first half of the series. Right. I think we knew that. Yeah.
Did you ever finish Deadly Class?
I haven't.
Oh, Jack.
I haven't even read book 2 of Something is Killing the Children.
Oh, Jack.
I know.
Oh, you owe it to yourself to finish Deadly Class. Oh my God, Deadly Class.
I know. I've been waiting forever for that 4th book, but I did read something. Once and Future. I read both volumes 1 and 2, and that was great.
Yeah.
I really loved that. Barnacle's right. World's Finest is always good. That's up
That
to
is good.
three books. Are they still going on that? Has Wade wrapped that up, or is that still ongoing?
Isn't that the team that's doing Shazam? Or that is the team that's doing Shazam now, right?
Wade and Mora?
Mm-hmm.
Does Mora do anything but churn out great art just religiously? This guy's not human. It's unbelievable. He did the art in Once and Future, and it's remarkable, but Tamara Bonvillain's coloring is really a star there. It's remarkable.
Yeah. Dan Mora is one of those guys in the last few years where I go, how the fuck do you keep up a monthly schedule?
I don't know. He has no problem doing 2 or 3 books at a time that are monthly.
I don't get it. I don't. Guy's a machine.
I'm worried that Mark Waid is getting taken off of World's Finest to write something in Absolute Power. Chat, am I wrong about that, or is he continuing World's Finest?
And I agree with NFL Dude. The ending of Deadly Class is amazing. It is one of the best things that Remender has ever written.
Okay. Maybe the first week of September I can read it.
It does not end how you think it's going to end. He kind of pulls the rug out from under you, and in a way, I really appreciate it because there is a very cynical way he could have ended that series, and he chose not to do it that way. And he gives every character a lot of closure, and he ends it in a way where I didn't think it was going to end this way. Okay, I'm cool with this. I like this ending.
Okay, good. I just checked. Issue 39 of Something is Killing came out in July, so that's going on. He's going to be leaving Finest.
Sorry, guys. That's a great book. That was really such a fun book.
Yeah, I really like it. Tamara Bonvillain and Dan Mora, I heart them both. I'm with you, Kane. Tamara Bonvillain's colors in Once and Future are just spectacular. So I'm not sure if I have a definitive answer for you, Lou. That I mean, if Ryan North can keep putting out, I mean, they gave him 800 million Unbeatable Squirrel Girl issues, so maybe they'll let him just keep going with Fantastic Four. That'd be fun.
Just will you excuse me for a minute? I gotta take the dog out before it starts to rain. I'll be back in a second.
Sure. On the other hand, William Lee says, felt like Deadly Class ending was rushed. Would have loved it if the series kept going. Let me pull up. Let me share comic releases. And see, we are here in September. Oh, somebody was asking if Superman the Triangle Era Omnibus Volume 1 would be a good place to start. Superman. If I recall correctly, let me see. Yeah, I think so. If I recall correctly, I think so. And there's going to be several of these Omnis, like 8, because the Triangle Era was putting out something every week. That's why they all had the little triangle that said what order you should read them in. So, yeah, I think you could start with the Triangle Era and be okay. 007 for King and Country. I'm looking forward to that. Elseworlds Justice League. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Gen X, there's another collection of that? I will definitely be looking forward to Poison Ivy Volume 3 because I am loving that series by G. Willow Wilson. That's continuing. I hope she writes that for 50 or 60 issues. A lot of people looking forward to Complete Black Costume Saga Omnibus. We 3, The Book That Broke Me. Oh Gosh, I love that book, but I don't know that how soon I can reread that. Department of Truth Wild Fictions. I love Department of Truth 1. Godzilla, the original Marvel years. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that in October. Oh, and I want to get The Lonesome Hunters. That's by the artist that did the Harrow County books. And I heard really good things about it. Valiant Universe Hero Origins Harbinger. That's good to have. Batman the Cult. I want to get that in deluxe. A lot of people are looking forward to DC versus Marvel Omni. The Amalgam Age. I'll get this. I'll get all Elseworlds, and I may upgrade to Moon Knight by Jed MacKay Omnibus. I loved that series, so I am happy to upgrade that to give away the trades. Star Wars Vader's Castle, the Deluxe Library Edition. Whoa, that's Dark Horse. Extremity Deluxe. That's getting a special very fine condition cover, which is amazing. Daz. Oh, you're back. Okay, good. I'm just going through what is happening here that I'm looking forward to. Uncanny X-Men. Is that the... Oh, yeah, that's the one that keeps going in and out of print. Wonder Woman by George Perez, Volume 2. Complete trade. Batgirl Stephanie Brown. Birds of Prey, Murder and Mystery. That'll be good. Elseworlds Justice League. I'm getting all the Elseworlds. Ghost Rider 2099. Don't know about that. John Constantine by Jamie Delano. Omnibus. So it looks like they're numbering those things. Oh, Memetic, the Apocalyptic Trilogy. That's a Tiny Onion. That's an early Tiny Onion book. I want to get that. And is there anybody that can tell me about Radiant Black Year 1 hardcover? Is that what? Conan the Barbarian. What? Volume 1 hasn't even come out yet, Titan. What is this? Thor by Cates. Did that go long enough to get an Omni? The adorable Omni Dog Omnibus cover is better. Oh, I don't think you've seen this, Lou. Let me... It's in my Discord. I think I have it. Where is that? That's in the...
Do we have an alternate cover? Another one?
This may be James' finest work.
Oh.
Let me open this in a browser. It's pretty funny.
Is this his Sistine Chapel?
Yeah, I think it really is. I don't see how he could top this one. It's got so many things going on in it.
There are so many little things here that I love about this. That is wonderful, sir. Wow.
Do you see who the publisher is?
The more I look at it, the more stuff I discover. This is great. Oh my gosh.
Yes, I think it's hilarious.
That is wonderful.
Taco Bell's the publisher and the writers.
Oh my god. We need to be able to we need to figure out a way that we can print these out and actually put them as book placements.
Or even a t-shirt or something. Yeah, those are so great.
That is fantastic, man. I love there's so many little touches here, from the way that the Omni Talk is written in kind of a metal to the Robert Kirkman Steve World. Oh my goodness. Wonderful. Bravo, sir. I think this might be your best one.
Yeah.
You really outdid yourself here. That is wonderful.
I thought so too.
That is fantastic.
Oh, okay. Here's something about Radiant Black. I read the first trade of Radiant Black and didn't like it. The main character we've been following gets killed in the last issue of the arc, and the Radiant Black suit transfers to his sidekick Buddy. Is this part of is there a Radiant Black universe along with like a Jeff Johns universe and an Energon universe?
They pull Southern Bastards on us in that.
Yeah.
Man,
That was a big shock.
I remember reading that first trade of Southern Bastards going, all right, this dude's going to get, oh no. Oh, this did not go how I thought this was going to go.
That NYX gallery edition looked awesome. Never read it. Maybe you should read it on Marvel Unlimited first. I think that's an interesting choice for a gallery edition, considering how people feel about NYX. I liked NYX, but I also know why people did not like NYX. Yeah. Before you shell out the dosh for the gallery edition, maybe do yourself a favor, AS, and read a little bit on Marvel Unlimited or something. It's yeah, it's a little different.
So, kind of an update on this Kickstarter that we talked about a few weeks ago, the Stormlight RPG.
Oh yeah, the one that was already up to $7 million or whatever dollars.
Yeah, this thing ends in 25 hours, so it's got one more day left. Take a guess at what it's at. I'll give you a hint. It is now the highest grossing tabletop game Kickstarter of all time.
Well, was it 7 million 2 weeks ago or whatever? Yeah, this is the thing you and Kane are excited for?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Brando Sando, right?
Mm-hmm.
10 million. Higher than $10 million?
Higher than $10 million.
What did they hope to get? What was the figure they hoped to raise?
So to fund the project, they wanted $250,000.
Okay. And so it's higher than 10 million? Is it 12 million?
A little bit more. And it's still climbing. I'm looking at it now as it's still climbing.
13 million?
It is $12,443,106.
Wow.
For a tabletop RPG. Insane. Just insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have not read my Duke yet, nor my Cobra Commander. I need to go over Transformers again. Why didn't the Killing the Children Deluxe HC have the covers? You mean the previews? Probably, maybe they haven't been decided yet. The Moon is Following Us, the latest DWJ. I did do a power bomb over the weekend, and I loved it. We 3 is equally the most accessible, yet least accessible Morrison Quietly comic. It's a masterpiece, but you'll have to make it through. Yeah, it's rough. It just pulled the tears right out of me. Upgrading to the Berserker to Deluxe. Looking forward to Shaolin Cowboy. It's basically an artist edition. Jeff Darrow's pencils are printed without word balloons. Oh, here's Hondo. Listening and last minute walking to try and get tickets to Journey, Def Leppard, Steve Miller concert. Nice.
Nice, man.
Here's my Discord where I found that picture that James so kindly created.
That is wonderful. Wow.
Radiant Black is part of the massive universe.
Ooh, NFL dude. Wait, hold on. Read his comment. A universe got set up around it. It's an insult to compare Radiant Black to Southern Bastards. The twist hit like a wet fart for me.
Well, I don't think I'm reading Radiant Black then.
Yeah, you're kind of turning me off the whole Radiant Black thing. I mean, it's really popular, isn't it? He's got a whole universe. He's got multiple titles around it, so it's got to be doing well.
Who's writing it?
Hold on.
Southern Bastards did.
Kyle Higgins? Is that who's writing it?
Kyle Higgins?
Is it Kyle Higgins? It might be. I'm probably wrong on that though. Kyle Higgins.
Okay. Somebody's Killing the Children is releasing a deluxe HC. The art of Somebody's Killing. I guess a lot of the covers will be there. In Transformers, the bad guys have pointy devil horns, if that helps you, Jess. Good guy symbols don't have the pointy horns. That actually does help me. That actually, I think that probably will help me. I'll reread it again. That needed to come with a glossary of who's who in it for me. I know I'm in the minority for Radiant Black. It's been really popular. It's what Higgins started when he left Power Rangers.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't dig it, man. I mean, hey, you're not gonna like everything, right? You're not gonna like everything that's popular out there. But I've heard really solid praise for it. But it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't have the time for it right now. I just haven't been able to do that investment into it because he's got multiple titles running out of it.
And is he writing them all, or are other people writing them all? It's like a big universe type thing.
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
This might be the most helpful comment I've gotten that helps. Pointy devil horns for the bad guys, and the good guy symbols don't have pointy devil horns.
Okay, so the titles are Radiant Black, Rogue Sun, Inferno Girl Red, and The Dead Lucky. Who's writing which books, though? Okay. Can't find if Kyle Higgins is writing everything.
That's a lot for one person to write.
On a monthly basis, yeah. Main characters, writers various. Okay, Rogue Sun. Rogue Sun is Ryan Parrott and Nick Cotton. Don't know who those are. Radiant Black is primarily Kyle Higgins and Alex Siegel. Radiant Red. Oh, Jesus. We're doing this.
Uh-oh.
Cherish Chen. The Dead Lucky. Melissa Flores. Radiant Pink. Megan Kemp. Oh, no. No. This is starting to sound like Green Lantern. No. Inferno Girl Red. Matt Groom. No/1 is Kyle Higgins. And Cowl 1960. Wait, no. Cowl is something else. Cowl is something completely different. Unless that's in the same universe?
The Cow's an older book.
Yeah, but is it set in the Radiant Black universe? Because it's...
No, that was published like 8 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So he's got multiple writers on it.
He's not writing everything, but I think he might be editing or having some creative input. He did also write No/1. I expected to like it. Also set in the Massive Verse. Massive Verse already sounds overwhelming to me. If it's a Massive Verse...
Wait. Slow down. You're the guy who's reading 50 X-Men titles right now and somehow is able to keep it all together in your head.
And I'm about halfway through Justice League Dark Rebirth, which is 1,500 pages.
Oh, my God.
And I've also got to read something for Crime Corner, 2 books for Crime Corner this Saturday. But I just got a guide from Peter M. on what to read up to Axe Judgment Day, which he says is a fantastic Marvel event. And I want to read it for the next Very Fine Condition Evergreen show, which is on Marvel events.
Jesus, Justin.
But I only have a little bit to read before the actual book.
Uh-huh. I only have enough room in my brain for one universe right now, and it's so invested right now into the Cosmere and the Brandon Sanderson stuff that I'm just like, no, I don't have the time for the massive verse at the moment. I wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to keep it straight.
Well, I can keep track of Krakoa because I know the characters. I'm not familiar with Transformers. That's a fair comment, but I know all the players in Krakoa.
Oh, there is at least 30 plus years of knowledge with Jess in the X-Men. So there's your grandfathered in there. You understand it.
Little grandfather, practically. Yeah. Transformers is like the first thing. I mean, I know basically who the two big bad guys are, but I don't know any of those other characters. And I had trouble figuring out who they were, but the Devil Horns thing might help me a lot. Kane wants to know what Brando Sando book you're on now.
I literally am in the middle of Mistborn book 2. I've accepted I'm not going to be able to finish everything before book 5 of Stormlight comes out in December. There's just no way. There's too much going on and there's too much stuff to read, but I'm going to get really close. So I'm in the middle of that right now.
She's happy.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. But I'm digging the hell out of Mistborn. It's so good. It's so much fun.
What book do you go to after that?
So the Mistborn series alone has 7 books. I am in the middle of book 2 right now. After this I will go to book 3 in Mistborn, and I think I'm gonna take a break there and jump into something else in kind of the Cosmere that he's got. I'll probably jump to what's that book called? Sunlit Man, which is the book directly that leads into book 5 this December. And then if I can finish, because I want to finish Sunlit Man because it leads right into book 5 in December. And if I don't finish Sunlit Man, I know I'm going to be behind and it's going to bother me. So I'm going to take a break from Mistborn, and then I'm going to jump into Sunlit Man. And I know this sounds like I'm a crazy person and doesn't make sense to a lot of people out there, but I promise it makes sense to me in my head. And then I'm going to jump back and finish Mistborn Era 2, which is set 300 years in the future from where those original 3 Mistborn books took place. So I sound like a crazy person, but it makes sense. It makes sense if you're that heavily invested.
Do you think like he has a writer's space that's like just super huge and he's got this giant wall with everything just strung together, like where everything is so he can keep track of it?
He has assistants that help him keep track of the lore. When you've made $12 million on a Kickstarter, you're doing really well financially.
Yeah.
He has assistants that help him keep track of the lore. He has beta readers. He has a lot of people that help him keep everything straight. Otherwise, I can't imagine undertaking this massive task that he's got right now without fucking being the crazy Charlie Day in that meme where he's got strings all over
right
whole thing.
Kane says Sunlit Man takes place in the space age of the Cosmere Lou. It's well after SA book 10.
Right, but you're meant to read Sunlit Man before this 5th book comes out, apparently. That's what I was reading online. So just to be, because the thing is, I know I can get, at the rate I'm going, I know I could power through, if I'm estimating it right, probably 3 or 4 more books before December rolls around, if I keep up at the pace that I'm going.
And what's happening in December?
The big book that's been leading up to a lot of stuff comes out in December, Stormlight book 5. It's massive. It's going to be close to about 1,300 pages. And it's huge in the sense because the first 5 books of this series tie in heavily to everything else in his universe that he's doing. And this is the end of that arc, the first 5 books. This main series, which is Stormlight Archive, is 10 years, 10 books, going to be 10 books in total when it's all finished. This is the first half of that arc where book 5 closes out this first half of the arc. And then he's got a whole bunch of books that he's going to put out, and I think he said we're not going to get book 6 of Stormlight Archive for at least another 8 years.
Holy guacamole!
He's got it that mapped out where we're going to get a lot of books in between book 6 in the greater universe that'll tie in eventually to book 6, but we're not getting book 6 for about another 8 years after this one comes out. And that book takes place much further off in the future from where book 5 ends.
Okay, Kane had guessed that he had made 20 million on the Kickstarter, and Next Imagine said, and yet 20 million is a drop in the bucket compared to what the Omnibros LLC IPO value would be.
Oh God!
What a nice compliment from Next Imagine.
God, I wish.
And Kane says you're right.
Oh my Lord, I wish. I wouldn't be doing the job that I'm doing right now. I would be live streaming from a beach in Tahiti right now.
Yeah, I'd be next door to you. Oh, here's Tyler Smith. How's it going? Good. Good seeing you there, Tyler. Always good to see you. Boy, I don't know if there's an elevator pitch.
Oh no. You don't want me to go down this rabbit hole, man.
I don't know that.
I don't know how to. Okay, so I've said this before. The easiest way that I could explain it is he's got a series of books, right? Think about it kind of like the Marvel Universe. This is great. Okay, so think about it as the MCU. You have different movies set in the same universe. It's the same concept here. You have different book series that are set in the same universe, and you've got certain characters and certain events that are referenced in different books, and they cross over into different books. Small crossovers. But now we're starting to see more crossing over and more things starting to converge and more characters starting to reference other things that are going on in different books and in different planets. And it's massive on an insane scale. But I always tell people if you're really interested, the easiest series to get into, and I'm reading it right now, I've done this whole order completely out of whack, but is Mistborn. Mistborn is probably the easiest series to get into, where the elevator pitch for Mistborn is what would happen is if Frodo ended up going to Mount Doom, and instead of throwing the ring in the volcano, it basically went south, and the villain went, "Oh, you brought me my ring. Thanks. You're dead. I'm going to take that." And it's set thousands of years in the future after the good guys lose. In this world, this is just Mistborn, because different books have different powers and different planets, but I'm just giving you the elevator pitch for Mistborn. In this world, if you are born and you're what's called a Mistborn, you can ingest certain metals, and that metal gives you a certain power. So, for example, pewter, it gives you enhanced strength. If you ingest tin, you're able to have superhuman senses. If you ingest iron, you're able to pull things that are made out of iron to you. And it's all based around metal. And the first book basically centers around a giant heist and how they're trying to stop this villain called the Lord Ruler. It's fantastic. It's great stuff.
Let's go to Tahiti.
God.
Lou, will you be live tweeting the WWE pay-per-view again?
Yeah, I plan to, if I can, because I've got my daughter with me this weekend, but I plan to be live tweeting the WWE pay-per-view. The only thing I use Twitter for now is literally live tweeting the WWE pay-per-view and what my predictions are. Otherwise, I don't use Twitter because it's just a cesspool of hatred and fucking assholes for the most part. I hate Twitter.
My daughter sends me tweets of dogs, and that's really it.
Yeah.
That's all my association with Twitter. I don't go on it at all, and she sends me special dogs from there.
But AS, I mean, I don't know how I don't know how familiar you are with fantasy, but Mistborn is generally a good place to start. I jumped right into the deep end and jumped into his Stormlight series, which is widely regarded as one of the as his best series. And the second book in the series, which is Words of Radiance, I think is the number 1 or number 2 best reviewed series on Goodreads, or the number 1 or number 2 best reviewed book on Goodreads or something like that. Oh my god, yeah. I can't give you the I can give you a small elevator pitch of it, but it's so worth it.
I had a question. Speaking of Lord of the Rings thing, I don't think I clued into. I'd heard about House of Dragons on HBO, but I don't think I picked up on the fact that there's a Lord of the Rings TV series on Prime.
Yeah.
What, have you been watching that at all?
I haven't. I haven't had the time. I've heard a lot of really diehard Lord of the Rings fans. They don't care for a lot of the changes because a lot of the changes apparently break some of the canon, but
if you're I don't care about that.
Yeah, if you're not a canon queen and you haven't read the Silmarillion, like a lot of people out there, I think you'll enjoy it, but I've never read it. I've never watched it.
Anybody in the chat? Have you guys watched this? I mean, I loved the 3 Lord of the Rings movies. So I'm always interested in more of that stuff. I did not see the Hobbit movies. But I do love the first the 3 movies. I love George R.R. Martin. Tolkien and Moorcock will investigate Brando. Thank you.
If you like Robert Jordan, which is the Wheel of Time guy, Brandon Sanderson finished Wheel of Time for him after he died, I think you'll dig this. I think you will really enjoy this. But yeah, my recommendation is start with Mistborn. It's generally his most accessible, and it's a lot of fun.
Here's the answer I was looking for. Thank you, Beyond Comics. It's actually amazing. I heard lots of negativity before watching, so I was surprised how much I liked it.
They put a lot of money into that series.
That's what I just read.
A lot of money.
Yeah, and apparently it shows up. But I think because it's only 8 episodes, a lot of stuff got changed around and shifted and stuff, and that must be what the Tolkien nerds are not happy about. But I have no allegiance to anything other than I want to be entertained. So, okay. I mean, yeah. Am I going to really see this? I doubt it. But at some point, I'd like to. I mean, I still have 9 horror movie recommendations just from tonight alone.
Hey, you nerds out there, we're finally getting Tom Bombadil in 2nd season of Rings of Power. So there you go. People wanted Tom Bombadil in there for forever.
Who's that?
Tom Bombadil is a really annoying character that sings a lot of songs in the books, but he was cut out of Lord of the Rings. But if you're I found him to be annoying. But if you're a diehard fan of Tom Bombadil, he's finally going to be in the series. So
I did see this, that there was an anime coming out of Lord of the Rings. Don't have hatred for the show like I do for the Hobbit movie, but it's just okay for me. Okay.
I don't like Tom Bombadil. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, Kate Quinn. AS is laughing, so everything's okay.
It's all good, man. I'm not a fan of Tom Bombadil.
That cracks me up.
All right, it's almost 2 hours. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Tell them about AIST one more time.
Sure. InStockTrades.com, our fabulous sponsor, is the place you can go to get your collected editions from 30% off up to 50 or 60% off sometimes. So far, William Lee, a certain viewer out there, has not seen Superman Silver Age show up in a red tag sale or any tag sale, any kind of sale. You've got 3 more days, dude. This is like 3 months more than I should have given you. So burger me soon. I'm getting cocky here. I am getting cocky. And William Lee, while you're on the site, don't forget your 2% loyalty discount. $50 or more in an order in the United States gets you free shipping. $50 gift card has already been given away for August, but September's right around the corner, and we give it away to a lucky viewer like you out there, courtesy of InStockTrades.com. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. We're lucky to have them as a sponsor.
How would you feel if a certain somebody sent an email to Emily to get a book put on the discount list just the day before?
I am not allowing any kind of that kind of shenanigans. You cannot plead your case to Emily just because you want to get out of a burger.
No chicanery will be going on over the next few days.
No. Tom Bombadil is the GOAT.
Sure.
Oh, I forgot to play the mouth heart. You still
Tom Bombadil is the Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, wrong statement.
I said that, and I stand by it.
Shots fired. Woo-fa.
Let's end the show. Let's end the show before the Lord of the Rings fans get to me.
Literally the Bob Dylan of Middle Earth. Wow.
That's no, more like the Kenny Chesney. Okay. He is the Imagine Dragons and the Nickelback of Middle Earth.
That's hilarious. Okay. Well, tomorrow you can see me at 3 p.m. in the afternoon on Very Fine Conditions channel doing Marvel previews. Then Saturday I have a double header. 1 o'clock is Crime Corner with Bunk, where we'll be talking about a couple books, and I do not have them here with me. Le Grand Odalisque and I forget what the second one is. Oh, thank you, Jebus Green.
Deserves better. That was worth the $5, man. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Oh, Olympia, I think, is the second one. These are crime books Bunk and I are going to be discussing. And then at 5 o'clock on Saturday is the live collected editions show. So there we go. And peace and love. Thank you to the chat. We had a great chat tonight. We started off strong with I decided to show it again. A super chat. Thank you, Kane. And we will be back tomorrow night with manga with the fabulous duo of Gio and Riley. And like that. So thank you for tuning in, chat. You guys were great tonight. We had a great time talking about food and comics and everything else that's fun. So yeah, please go to my Discord where you can see some of James and NFL Dude's great creations. And thank you for being here, Next Imaginaut. Thank you for telling us we're the goats, which I believe that is. I choose to believe that you say that. So, and there we go. So thank you for the super chat there. Peace and love to everyone out there. Thank you so much for watching.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, definitely go watch that right now.